Hey, I'm Kathy Hedrick, and originally from Charlotte, North Carolina, 44 years old, and I'm a nurse anesthetist at Baylor All Saints here in Fort Worth.
Okay. What were your original goals? What did you want to accomplish?
Well, the original goal was, I started out originally at 315 pounds, and the original goal was to not to die, and the original goal was to lose weight and to be healthy. But the big thing was weight loss, to get that weight off of me. I worked 12 to 16-hour shifts, and by the end of 16 hours or 12 hours, I could hardly walk out to the parking lot.
Okay.
And I was on my feet all day, and I knew I needed to do some weight loss.
What other programs have you tried in the past to knock the weight off?
Well, it's probably easier not to try to say what I haven't tried in the past, because I've tried everything. Oh gosh, Nutrisystem, Weight Watchers times what, 8, Tops, HCG, which wigged me out shooting. That's a big thing going on in right now. Is where you're giving yourself the HCG injections with a 500 calorie diet, and it wigged me out. That was just something I wasn't willing to do, is to inject my body with that. Anything, Jenny Craig, anything that was out there, I would try it at least once.
Okay. Why do you think they had failed to get the weight off you in the past? Why do you think those other programs didn't work?
I think there's a big psychological component. I do gastric bypasses, when I take patients and put them to sleep for gastric bypasses, and now we're putting people back on the table that are out eating the gastric bypasses after we've already clamped their stomach apart and reanastomosed it, and they're out eating that. And you see people that you would never think have ever lost weight because they're back or more than what they started with. So I think there's a huge psychological component that I knew that, professionally I can do all these things for my professional end of my life, but I could never make that commitment on the personal end of my life. And I couldn't figure out why I couldn't get that buy-in for me. Why did I keep abandoning me? And I was always the last one on my own.
Specifically, what have you accomplished with the Body Firm?
In the 3 months that I've been here, 27-pound weight loss and 23 inches lost. I'm almost 6 sizes down now. So just to be able to walk into a dressing room and to, purchase something that's almost 6 sizes less than what I was in 3 months ago, has taken a lot of the fear out. I think it's opened my world up to possibilities that I would have never allowed myself to do. Spin cap class, an hour of spin class is brutal, and I can do that, not without any problem, but I can do that. I'm still a work in progress.
Yeah.
I can go out and ride the trails for a 24 mile bike ride, and I've registered for the Dan Skin Triathlon in June, the Austin one, June the 6th, and I'll do it. I also have been doing some swimming with the professional swimming club here that I would have never ever done, and I can swim for an entire hour. May not be pretty at all times, but I can do it.
Okay. What have you enjoyed the most?
I think I've enjoyed the support, because I've really needed that. When there are times that I don't think I can support myself, so to speak, that I get that support from my trainers, and that you can do this, and to push me along.
Right.
Because at the end of my workout, you've worked out, and just with when Kyle's like, give me the last 3, and I know I can do it, and I know that there's been a you can do this attitude that's come with that because of my support system with the Body Firm.
Did you first notice the program was working for you?
The first day I was working out, it just felt good. I started with you, and then I started working with Kyle. And the cool thing is that I did everything you asked me to. Not beautifully and not perfectly, but I knew that I could keep up at that point, and it gave me a lot of self-confidence. Which is something that I needed, because I had a huge lack of self-confidence, especially at that weight. I think that if you're on the fence, there's a lot of misery and a lot of fearfulness sitting on that fence, and you just have to pick up the phone and know that you will find that support system here, and professional trainers that can bring you through that safely. To use Nike's term, you just have to do it.